every single time. Introducing the new BF Goodrich all-terrain KO3 tire. Legendary toughness made tougher. BF Goodrich, what are you building for?
The international race attracts drivers and off-road racing enthusiasts from all over the world.
Off-road racing is important to Boston Science because, simply put, it tests the envelope and it clearly makes or breaks the progression aspect of what we do and why we do it. The racers out here are the 1% pushing it to its full potential. This is a proving ground for every aspect of lighting.
Yuma and Imperial Valley, get ready! It's the Alexander Ford Summer Sales Event, and it's the most aggressive incentive program ever! Trade in any 2014 to 2023 vehicle and get 100% of its original factory MSRP toward a brand new Ford. Got a 2010 through a 2013? You'll get exclusive trade pricing too! Plus 0% financing, 0 down, and no payments for 90 days. A fresh shipment of new Fords just arrived, but they won't last. Bring your vehicle and get 100% of its original MSRP. Alexander Ford, a difference you can count on.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We are here with another Method Race Wheels Fishgistics update brought to you guys by Fox Racing Shocks. We are here all day today covering the 2025 Best in the Desert Vegas to Reno race. It is only hour 2 or 3, depending on what class you're in here. For the cars and trucks and UTVs, it is hour I don't know, maybe 10 or more, or not quite 10 yet. A lot more than that for the bikes, who are actually getting very close to the finish. The bikes started first thing early this morning. The bikes and quads were first off the line. It is a very fast course. As always, Vegas to Reno is typically very fast. It's a lot of graded roads. It's fast. It really is. There's not that much rough. There's not a lot of whoops. There's some silt here or there, but for the most part, it's a lot of fire roads, that type stuff. So we definitely don't have long to wait for finishers. And if we go over, I'm going to show you guys the tracking map. So let's bring it up here. So this is our Racing Tracks tracking map. And if you look up here by pit 12 and weeks, we have the N1, Shane Logan, and Preston Campbell literally on each other's bumpers. They keep bouncing back and forth depending on when their things update. So this could be anyone's race at this point. I don't even know who started where because the timing on a lot of these things is didn't work well. The new timing system is just honestly shit, honestly. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. So I don't even know where the start order is or times or anything. But these two guys are right on top of each other. And the N1 is Shane Logan. The N304 is Preston Campbell. And they're getting close to the finish. You can see they're less than about 50 miles, just about 50 miles from the finish. And we will have our first finisher of the day. And it's going to be one of these two guys. Who's going to take the win? Your guess is as good as mine. It's going to be one of those two guys, though. Both great teams. Obviously, Preston Campbell, son of legendary Johnny Campbell. 11-time Baja, I think. I think it's 11-time winner, Baja. So one of the best, JCR, obviously, JCR Honda, no joke. They're good at everything they do. We have Shane Logan, Hero Racing. That whole team is good as well. So it's really cool to see 500 miles into the race, these two guys battling it out on the bikes to the finish like that. The other guys aren't too far behind, but they do have a bit of a gap. I mean, they got about 35-mile gap or so on the next third place. So we have Axel Pearson there. We got Hayden Heinz there. And then we have, let's see. We got the Jake Keller vehicle, or not vehicle, bike behind them. Let's look at some of your lead bikes there. And then let's see. What else do we have here? So we got Nolan Rudd is going to be next. Then we got Stephen Helms there. Then we have Malcolm Pearson. These are just some other classes, just kind of showing you guys. We got Dustin in the Ironman. Okay, I think was that our first Ironman? No, let's go back. These guys Ironman here. No, that's not okay. So first Iron Man's always cool. I think if I'm not mistaken, that right there, that the J1 of Dustin from the Warrior Built Foundation, I believe that is your lead Iron Man. Don't quote me on that because I don't know all the bike guys personally, but I'm pretty sure that that is your lead Iron Man. So that's cool to see. Lead Iron Man at about mile 365 right now. The next, let's see, yeah, there's the next one. So Brian Roberts is going to be your second Ironman, and he's just approaching pit 9 in the Hawthorne pit right now. So that's a look at your leaders up there in the quads. I don't even know what class is quads here. What class is quads? Somebody tell me here. What is this here? These guys have, oh, this chase vehicles. Okay, so yeah. I'm trying to find a quad class for you guys, but all these numbers don't really mean anything to me because they're just random numbers. So maybe we can go over here. Let's see. I was trying to find, let's see. Oh, I was looking for Caden McCackern a minute ago because his tracker's not showing up yet. All right, go over here. Uh-oh, hold on. Hold on. All right. Quad Pro, is that probably the first one, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Show. Where are they? All right, too much work for the quads. Sorry. We'll try again another time. I don't know why they're not popping up there. I tried. You guys don't hate me too much. If you do, I don't really care. All right, let's go back to the trick trucks. Trick trucks. Here we go. We want to clear all the racers. We just want to see the trick trucks for a minute. Eric Husted was first off the line. We do know that. However, look, Tracy Graff and Justin Bean Smith have caught back up here. So we have Eric Husted is showing it updated at 13:05. And then let's see. Oh, this is really close here. Look, he just jumped in front. 13:05. This is Tracy Graff 13:07. So chances are that means that Husted is still in front because you can see his hasn't updated since 13:05, and this one just updated at 13:08. So Eric is still going to be in the lead, it looks like. Second is going to be, there we go, he just updated. All right. So that's the thing with the trackers. You got to watch when they update because you think someone's in front, but they're not because they haven't updated in a while. So Husted is still out front. We have Graff in second. So that is 1 and 2. In third, we have Steve Olagus. I believe that is actually Jack in the car for most of the day today. So Jack Olagus driving the number 27. He is in third place right now. In fourth, we have Craig McCarthy. Behind him, we have, let's see, we have the 50 back here. So that is Joseph Hurling. That's going to be back there. Then kind of spread out, really. Honestly, as expected, the trick truck race isn't that great today. It's kind of spread out. I'm just saying how it is, honestly. I mean, you got John Bowers there. JP Gomez keeps showing up under trick trucks, but he's not. He's in the 4400s. Mike Fry back there. Yeah, so that's the trick truck race. Not super exciting at this event. The exciting classes are going to be the 6100 class. This is a good class. So if we go look at the 6100, and this is why it's a good class. Look at the map right there. It's self-explanatory. You have a whole bunch of them, and look at how close together they are. Any one of these guys can be winning because on corrected time is what we go by. We don't go by physical position here, remember? So, yeah. So that's what happened there. So 6151. Dane is going to be showing us first on course. Second, we have Jason Coleman. Last time he was third, so he's going to be a second now. Justin Blauer is going to be there, and then David to 6101 is going to be fourth. I think that's David Ziegler. Then Trey Gibbs That is Christopher Polvardi's old spec truck. That is a very fast spec truck. Remember when Trey Gibbs showed up to that with that truck in Mexico, his first race with it, and he qualified on the pole with it, I think it was, in the 6100 class in Mexico, the spec trophy truck, whatever you call it there. That's a very fast truck. So keep an eye. If I was going to put money on anybody right now, my money would be on the 6115 Trey Gibbs to move up throughout the day. He's already moved up, and keep an eye on him. What is he, 5th right now? Just watch. He's going to be on these guys. I guarantee you. Unless he has a problem, he's going to be on these guys and moving up. So Trey Gibbs coming up. Keep an eye on him. Brent Fox, same thing as well. Brent's always fast. He races every race there is, which is awesome. Mason Cullen, doing a good job there. Ryan Hancock got out in the Alexander Ford truck. Looking good so far. And then we have Sam Barry, who's been around forever. Probably has raced the most amount of best in the desert racers out of anybody that's entered in this race today by far. I would put money on that as well. So that's a look at your lead 6100. So that's a good race right there. Any one of those guys could be in the lead. If we go over and we look at the Racing Tracks timing and we go to class 6100, we can see right here. So at race mile 175, we had the Dane entry 6151. What is Dane's last name? Somebody put it in the comments here. It's not showing up on here, and I don't even remember who Dane is. And who's driving that truck? Let us know. Someone in the comments, let me know. The 6151 is first. Look at Trey Gibbs. Remember, I told you guys. I'm telling you, that's my money's on Trey Gibbs today. He is second on time. He's 3 minutes down, less than 3 minutes down on time right now on course, and he's running 5th physical. Justin Blauer is 3rd. We have David, that's David Ziegler there, is going to be in 4th, and then Brent Fox is 5th. It's Dustin Miller? Dane Miller. Yeah, Dane Miller. Okay, so Dane Miller is currently leading. Is Dane driving the truck? I'm not super familiar with that name. I don't follow the 6100 races that much outside of Baja, honestly. But I don't remember hearing Dane Miller before, so that's cool. If he's obviously very fast. He's leading the race right now. So cool to see that. Now let's pull up the trick trucks here while we're over here real quick. So Eric Kusted is leading, but look, it is actually a close race between Jack Olagus and Tracy Graff. So 1, 2, and 3 are pretty close. After that, not too close. So Eric Kusted is leading on time, just about a minute ahead of Steve Olagus, and just 6 seconds between Tracy Graff and Steve Olagus on time right now. So there you go. So Tracy Graff and Steve Olagus right on each other. They're basically tied, 6 seconds between them, and that is unofficial too. That is just off the Racing Tracks tracker. It's usually really close. It's usually within a few seconds to official, but we just have to say unofficial because it's not the same timing system that Best in the Desert is using, which doesn't work. All right, UTV Pro. This is the class that everybody is watching today. This is the race of the year, honestly. It really is. It was this race was stacked. It was very stacked. Look at all these cars. You have 62 cars in this class. Now, we do have to show, look at this at the bottom down here. Brock Heger at the bottom. That is something that we haven't seen in literally a long time. Over a year, Brock Heger has been on one of the most incredible streaks that we have ever seen, that I've ever seen in off-road racing. And unfortunately, this is the result of this race for Brock Heger. He is at 0 miles an hour. Brock Heger is out of the race. Everyone is okay. They're in the trailer. It sounded like they had a small fire. They got it out. But everyone's okay. We saw earlier, we watched on video, we literally saw Ronnie Anderson or RJ Anderson go by and they were waving him on. So I'm glad to see that Brock was in high spirits there. He's got to be super bummed. I mean, that streak was it was amazing. He's won every single race since the Baja 400 last year that he entered, including the Dakar. He didn't even have any downtime in any of those races. It's just incredible. I mean, all good things must come to an end, right? And nothing good lasts forever, but that streak was amazing. So hats off to Brock Heger. Hats off to all the SCI mechanics and everybody that works in that car. That was just a crazy streak. It just, like we said, it's going to end at some point. It looks like today's the end of the streak for Brock Heger and his wins. Super bummed, but congratulations, Brock. That was a hell of a streak. And it was fun to watch for sure. All right, let's reload the map here. Caden McCackern, his teammate, is in second. That's what I was trying to find earlier. They had to swap out his Racing Tracks tracker because his other one wasn't working. So they were trying to add it in here to get his updating under his name here with his new tracker. So hopefully at some point during the race here that gets added so we can watch it. But let me try and find the leaders here. All right, so Joe Tarana is still in the lead. He is in first place in the UTV Pro. In second place is going to be Caden McCackern. So his tracker's not working yet, like I said. Maybe it is right here. Okay, so it's working, but look, he hasn't updated in 3 minutes. So once his updates, he should jump back up. It's 13:13. That's a minute ago. So it's kind of lagging. It's like lagging a little bit behind. So if you're watching Caden McCackern's tracker today, keep an eye on it because it's kind of behind a little bit. Hopefully that catches back up. But he is moving. He should be in second or third place. Mitch Guthrie also having a really good run up front there. We know Cody Bradbury's having a good run. So it's going to be a good battle in the front today between these guys. Joe Tarana definitely has a little bit of a gap now because remember, Brock was the one that started right behind him, and we know Brock's out of the race now. So he's going to have a little bit of a gap until the next car, which there we go. Look, Caden, boom, just as we thought. And Caden McCackern is in second place. Just his tracker is going to be a little bit weird throughout the day. So just keep that in mind. Phil Blurton is probably in third. Mitch Guthrie is probably in fourth. Cody Bradbury, he could actually be in front of those guys because once again, it hasn't updated for a couple minutes, so he could actually be third. But we know those are the leaders at least. They have a pretty good gap. Look at, we got to come. Oh, that's kind of weird. That's a big gap all the way back to here. 13:13. That's not too far behind. So some of these guys are already starting to put some time on the field, put some gaps on the field. These top guys in the UTV Pro class, but that's the one to watch it for there. So all right, cool. Well, that's an update there. We'll keep an eye on this class throughout the day. Like I said, this is the class to watch this race. There's over 60 cars in this class, and it's gonna be some awesome racing today. We'll keep you posted on the rest of these Ultra 4 classes and these other ones later in the day. But as you can see, they're all stacked up right now, so there's no reason to show you much on that. Now, the new system that we've been talking about all day is this site right here. It's watchparty.cc. This system integrated everything into one. You can see when their cameras show up here on the left over here. If you just joined us, you didn't hear my updates earlier, you can go watch my very first update if you want to know how to use this, because I did a more detailed explanation on how to use this site then. Basically, all these streams you see on the left side over here on the left of the screen are ones that are streaming right now. You can open up anybody's stream, add to canvas, and then it adds it right on here. You can see, boom, we just added Tracy Graff. Say I want to move him up to the top, or if you want to turn his sound on, you go here, move to top. All right, now Tracy's at the top up here. I don't know what this little thing is here. That wasn't there earlier. The little data thing kind of covers the screen a little bit. So Dustin, if you're watching it, maybe make it so that's an option for that data thing. I don't know if that's considered a title or not, but that's a little bit, a little in the way there. So that wasn't there earlier, as you can see on these other ones. It kind of tells you his position, which is kind of cool, but it's in the way. It'd be better if that was down in the middle. I'd probably move that to the bottom middle, so that way it's not blocking the your view as much if you're going to have it on there. But you can hit these three little dots, go maximize, and then boom, there you go. There's the full stream of Tracy Graff. You can see it's buffering right now, of course, as soon as I went to show you, like always. But if you go back, there you go, it's working again. You can watch him full screen, hit the three dots, go to minimize, and it'll pop it right back in here. So say you want to go watch Joe Tarana here in the top, and his stream's been kind of buffering today too. You click the three little dots at the top, click maximize. There is your overall UTV Pro leader right now. That is Joe Tarana in first place, and he is leading the UTVs. So there you go. And there we go. Dustin is watching. He said data overlay can be turned on or off in the stream menu. Okay, is that up here in the settings? Which menu is the stream menu? Is it over here? No, maybe. Where is that menu at, Dustin? That's a new one. I haven't had that one until this update. So we're learning as we go. But he said that we can have that hide show live timing. Let me see. Hide. Looking for it. Hide show live timing. I don't see that one, but we'll find it somewhere. All right. So that's how you do that. You can do that. And then what is this app? It's actually a website. So go to watchparty.cc. It's not mobile friendly right now. You want to do this on a laptop or a desktop computer where you have some screen room, because you need to be able to open this on a screen. So go on your laptop and do it. And that is your best bet, is to go on a laptop and do it. But you can see, you can go to any racer you want. It's super cool. Like I was doing earlier, I like to go over here and see, like, if there's two cars that are really close together, like say the 941 Max Eddy, and we know he doesn't have a camera though. But if you find a couple guys like Dustin Jones and someone that has a camera, you can be like, oh, let's go look at Dustin's rear camera. So you go over here, and then you can go over here and click on them, and on the left side, you can see if they have camera 1 and 2, and you literally just add it right there. So it's super cool. You can have as many on here as you want. It's just going to use your CPU power. It's going to use a lot of CPU power, and it's going to use a lot of internet bandwidth. So be careful with that. If you guys don't have a really good cable or fiber connection at home, you're not going to want to load too many of them on here. You can load quite a few, no problem. Just don't get too crazy. You don't want to put like 20 of them on here or something, unless you have a really good internet connection. But that's what's going on there. All right, so yeah, so that should be pretty cool. That's an update for you guys, and I think that's it. Oh, hide live timing. There it is. Okay, perfect. Found it. So there we go. It's the 3 buttons. If it has that on there, you can show live timing and it pops it up right there, or you can hide live timing and it moves it out of the way. So there we go. Perfect. See, we're learning as we go. Thanks, Dustin, for joining on here in the comments. And it's a pretty cool thing that he's building here, and I'm stoked to see it. Like Mitch Guthrie right here. Like, look, he's going pretty fast right now. Of course, it freezes up again. Come on, Starlink. We need Starlink to work a little bit better today on some of these guys. I think it's because of the heat out there too. It's just so hot. It's tough for the everything to keep up today, maybe. But yeah, that's a look at your 1 o'clock update here. Bummer for Justin Lambert. I see he's stopped here. I haven't heard what happened to him yet, but I don't know why he stopped there. But his camera's frozen too, so maybe he's going again. I'll try and get a Justin Lambert update. If any of you guys know, let me know. Send me an update and let me know what happened. Somebody said Connor McMullen has a throttle body failure. He may be out of the race. Well, that's a bummer. Yeah, bummer for Connor McMullen there. He's always fast in anything he's driving. Spec truck, class 1 car, anything he drives, that kid is fast. So bummer to hear he had a problem. There's going to be lots of problems today, though. This is a gnarly race. It really is. It is the longest, hottest race of the year in the U.S. The longest heat-wise. I mean, like, you're in the heat the longest. It's a 500-mile race, so it's not the longest in the U.S., but it is the hottest for the most amount of time, if that makes sense. So it's really hard on your car basically all day. You're in the 100-plus temperature, or around 100. It's gnarly. So, all right. Well, that'll wrap up our 1 o'clock update here on Fishgistics. Come back at 2 o'clock for the next update. In the meanwhile, go over to watchparty.cc and load this. If you want to see the other map I was showing, this is on Racing Tracks. You can go to racingtracks.com. They have this map there. They also have the tabled timeline, which I like here, just to be able to see who is leading at different mile marks. It's kind of cool, and it's easy to see it on one screen here. It's just big with the table. So that's what I was using for my timing here. You can see that we have Trick Trucks past mile 200 so far. Jack Olagus. Look at that. He is now in the lead on time. So we just had a time change. Look, he was 244. He was about a minute behind at race mile 175, and now he's ahead by 28 seconds over Tracy Graff, and he's ahead by 5 minutes over Eric. So Husted either stopped in a pit or he had a flat tire, because he lost a lot of time. I'm going to say, if he did stop in a pit, that was more than fuel, because he lost a lot of time there. He lost over 5 minutes in 25 miles. So he may have had a flat tire or some kind of problem. I didn't see him stop, but I wasn't watching the map the whole time. So something happened to Eric Husted there. He definitely lost time. Now he's in third. We have Steve Olagus, Jack Olagus first, Tracy Graff about 28 seconds behind him right now on time. All right. Any news on the guys from the car on fire? I've actually heard of a couple cars on fire so far. There was another car. I don't remember where. It was in a text message somewhere. 2 or 3. I think everyone's okay so far that I've heard of. Brock's car was on fire real quick. They got it out. So Brock and them were good. There was another car that was on fire. The 4981 was on fire, it sounded like, at race mile 11. So there's been a couple fires so far. Like I said, it's just so hot today that, like, anything touches anything, it's just extra hot. So definitely a couple fires so far, but everybody sounds like they're okay so far. All right, come back at McMullen is not out of the race. He said, cool. Hopefully you can get it fixed then. Come back at 2 o'clock, and we will see you guys here with your next update just in a little bit.